We're going to start this thing off right because Uncle Mike's in the house tonight. What is up? YouTube. Go down on the little thing, man. What's going on, man? Hey, check it out. Without a doubt, we about to see what this bad boy is all about. How many of y'all out there, look, I was like, you know what? Deep down inside, I wanted Diddy to be guilty of the RICO. I wanted it to be fair though. I don't want no just you just want to see a black man go to jail. No, I want to see a guilty man go to jail, not a black man, a guilty man. But he wasn't guilty, so he didn't go to jail. But anyway, Jay-Z. Do I want to see him go to jail? Well, if he's guilty, yeah. He should take the test. He should want to take the test. I don't see how a judge or anybody can sit there and give all these reasons. Well, I'm going to be fair where he right. He don't live in New Jersey. But he got houses all over the goddamn place. Some of this stuff should be exempt. You live wherever you want to live. You probably just sold the house right before we got this judging thing going on. Anyway, check this out. Now, more bad news for P. Diddy. Kami Fire gives the judge more reason to overturn the verdict. So it's always two sides to a story. It's always two different opinions, like the debate, great debate. You can debate all the reasons why this lady getting fired is going to help Diddy. I've seen a whole lot of that. Or you can debate on her getting fired, it's going to work against Diddy. And I'm hoping that Miss Lowdown is working. Is that you? Is that a picture of you? I don't know who this lady is with the glasses on. Miss Lowdown don't show her face. One of the people said, I don't like seeing her. I don't like her channel because she don't never show her face. Some people don't want to show their face or whatever, and they just reporting the news and everything. I don't give a damn. I'm over here trying my best to let people know Uncle Mike is real. So y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Yeah, my echo, baby. Let's check it out.
Diddy is in allegedly for a rude awakening, October the 3rd, y'all. I know it's looking like everything is in his favor. He's doing these programs and they're acting like he may get out and all this stuff, but there's a serious shakeup taking place right now, okay? And Diddy might just have to do this trial over, y'all, because of this, okay, y'all? And they're not releasing why she was fired, okay, y'all? We about to talk about it. We about to talk about it, y'all. Hello, welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not. And the fair Accuser is in my description box, y'all. So
I don't know why people think they got to say this stuff.
On a more serious note, y'all, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what's possibly going on right now from what I am hearing, okay? Not from what everybody else is hearing, from what I am hearing. And I'm going to say this, y'all. This is serious. This is serious. People, lives are in danger. People are begging and pleading the judge to not release Diddy because he is dangerous. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's so many stories out here. So many rumors, stories, accusations, some true, some not, probably, most likely, majority true. That Diddy is a monster, y'all. Okay? To be honest with you, for them to fire this woman that the streets is talking, saying that was flipped, this is huge. And somebody left this in my comment section, and I agree 100%. They said that if Diddy gets out that jail and harms somebody, the feds is going to be held accountable for that, especially y'all, especially if one flipped. So this is major to why she possibly got fired, y'all. This could possibly be, and I'm just, just talking. I just felt like getting on here talking to y'all. But this could possibly be why she got fired. They have to take major, actions against somebody if this is true what people are saying, that, she was flipped. And I was listening to Tisa. I went to Tisa.
If she flipped, why in the world? Think about it, y'all. Think about it like this. Let's say they found out that she flipped. So they just fire her. But the case still go on. If she flipped, this thing would have blown the whole case all kinds of which ways. You have gunpowder and fragments of explosion. This thing, if she flipped, they just fired her because she flipped. But we're going to keep going with what we get. Nah, man, what is wrong with y'all? I think her father and what was going on with Trump and everything, and I think she was doing a good job. I'm telling y'all what I think. I think she was doing too good of a job, and Trump is trying to help Diddy in some kind of way, or somebody trying to help Diddy in some kind of way and say, you know what? If we get rid of her, then Diddy might have a better chance. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think, of all people, I don't think she flipped. I really think that she should have brought up the gun stuff and some of the more stuff that's on the tapes. I think she led with the wrong little small stuff. But who knows? They were just playing a little part to see what the people going to do. Now they're going to come back with something bigger. That's what I'm hoping they're going to do. They're going to come back with something bigger.
This video, just to, see what she was saying about the situation.
I don't think
and she was mentioning that she was in court every day for 7 weeks. And she said she watched this woman. And she said this lady got to be a really, really good actor if she, was, pretending. And I'm going to tell you this. There's a lot of people out here that can pretend. Okay? Everybody ain't born with a heart.
Man, she ain't flipped.
And I'm just saying, y'all, it is what it is. It's a lot of good actors out here that pretend like they this and they that and they for something else. Okay, y'all? All women on the team. Can you believe it? All women on the team that went up against Diddy. And word is one of those women got turned out, y'all. Turned out. Okay? Word on the street. One of the people on that, team, the prosecution team, flipped to the defense side. This is what they're saying. These are the rumors that I am hearing. And I've been hearing this for days. 4 days now. Okay, y'all? For them to fire her, did they hear about what happened? Do they got proof? Because for them to fire her, and somebody said she's been working there a long time. How long has she been in this position, y'all? Because I don't even know. Somebody said in one of my comment sections that she's been there for a while in this position, y'all.
I think she got fired for something that don't have nothing to do with the Diddy case.
And for her to get fired out the blue, and everything that happens, they blame Trump for everything. So I'm used to everybody saying Trump now. That Trump did this and Trump did that. Trump did this and Trump did. I'm used to that, okay? But like I told y'all before, how would I know what Trump was finna do? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't even make sense for people to even be saying something like that when these rumors were surfacing before this whole thing even happened. Now, I don't know where people getting their news from, but I know where I'm getting my street stuff from, okay? And my street stuff said this don't have nothing to do with no Trump, y'all. This is what I've been hearing for days, okay? Now, if there is a possibility that she did flip and she helped Diddy's team, okay, y'all? And I'm going to say this to you all. Diddy and Jay-Z is very unpredictable. I have to put them both together because they are. Jay-Z got that female, the disabled girl, to drop the charges. He got her to do it by bullying her. Okay? And that still wasn't enough for him. He didn't still just go and walk away from the situation like, okay. He tried to be on some sneaky shit and flip the script and then go charge them. This is the same thing that's going on with P. Diddy right now. This goes to show you just how big of a snake they are. If he did some type of way, and his people some type of way got to this woman and got her to flip the script and, so that he can, beat those other 3 charges. For him now to be flipping on her if she helped him, it's a pattern. It's a pattern, okay? Snakes. And ask yourself this question. If she was flipped this time, how many times have she done this before? Okay, y'all? You have to ask yourself this question. She has a huge position right now, y'all. Well, she used to. Okay? How many times has she done this before? Is they going to be able to prove this? And if this is so, I wanted to ask y'all in my comment section, because I love to hear from my subscribers. But I want to ask y'all this question. If this is the case, that she got flipped and she was working for Diddy and them team, I'm going to ask y'all this question. What happens next? Is this also a grounds for the judge to, overturn? I keep telling y'all that the judge is a word on the street, y'all, is considering overturning the juror's verdict, y'all. Okay? Does this also give them a push to overturn? Or what happens next if you find out that a federal prosecutor that's supposed to be going hard on this person is now a plant? Allegedly. This is what word on the street is. What happens if she was? They're releasing the fact that she got fired, but they are not telling the public why. They're not mentioning why whatsoever. But what I heard a couple days ago was there was one of the women got turned, and they said that the person that got turned was Comey. That she was the turncoat. What happens next? Now, I know I got some thug thizzles in the comment section. We already talked about a judge can't overturn a jury's verdict. What happens now? Do they start the trial over? What happens, y'all? Let me know. Anybody that is, know about this type of stuff, let me know in the comment section. What happens next? Where do we go from here? Do October the 3rd, do we, they go to court and they say, okay, we didn't overturn the juror's verdict and we about to start this trial all over again. Do they do it this? Because I know, and I've heard before, that they have used jurors from other states, other cities rather, to, what I'm saying, to come in and, judge a verdict, come up with a verdict. They don't be wanting people from that whole interstate. And I said this, Diddy knows everybody, y'all. He knows everybody. And he's from New York. So I say this over and over again, I'm not surprised on what happened. The person that came in there and they kicked him out, that juror that, that got called for jury duty, and they told him to leave because he told the truth. And I said this, I said, how you gonna kick this man out for telling the truth? If you want a jury person on the jury, you want somebody that's gonna tell the truth, somebody that's gonna be honest about stuff. This man said he believed that people could be paid off. And they kicked him out. Kicked him out, y'all. And look what just happened. Word on the street, one of the prosecutors was paid off. This is crazy on so many levels, and this don't make no sense. And like one of my subscribers said, if Diddy get out and somebody gets hurt, because there's gonna be some repercussions from Diddy going to jail and people talking and telling. If allegedly he was out here doing stuff to people that wasn't telling on him, what you think he gonna do to people that came to court and told on him? All of these people don't have money to pack up and move. All of these people can't, even if they get packed up and moved, they can't move their whole family. He knows that y'all here, Before the trial even started, they were saying how Diddy likes to get to know a person and get to know their whole family, know where their whole family live at, because he wants to have some kind of control of you. If you don't roll with the punches, then the threats start coming about what they're going to do to the daddy, to the mama, and the this, and the that, and the that, which is a straight up pattern. Same thing that happened in Jay-Z's case as well, y'all. When I tell y'all something huge is coming, it's huge. Everybody thinking that it's okay. Oh, Diddy got it in the bag. I don't think so, y'all. I don't think so. If the feds then found out one of their own and they got proof, if they have proof on this person, because they had to have some type of proof for them to fire her. They had to have something out there. What are they doing behind closed doors right now, y'all? Are they scrambling? Is the prosecution scrambling and the defense team scrambling? Ask yourself this question, because we already know the defense team think they got it in the bag. But is it that easy for somebody that did so much dirt? Do we not hold him accountable for the things that he have done? We sit back and watched him give Cassie a serious pulse session, y'all, at that hotel because she was trying to get away. She wasn't robbing him. She wasn't trying to do nothing but get her things and get up out of there with no shoes on, running. Okay, y'all? He paid the hotel for the tape so he wouldn't get in trouble, y'all. Okay? It's a lot that the jurors didn't care about, y'all. And they put somebody in there that claimed was so smart. Okay, he was so smart that everybody probably listened to him. Okay, y'all. And now this person is all over the news and making interviews and this and that and that and this. And the rumors are spreading like wildfire. And this was before today that y'all, you don't even understand half of what's going on. One of those prosecutors. And one of those prosecutors got by the name of Comey. Name is written all over that juror coming in. Is that why they start nitpicking about juror 6? So they can get this juror in and he can flip the script? Because that's what happened, y'all. That is what happened. Now, like I said, Tisa was saying that this woman didn't seem this way, but that don't mean that she wasn't. That don't mean, just because Tisa didn't, misjudgment. She misjudged this woman. And it's no way to Tisa to know that this woman could have been, I'm just saying, a turncoat. She's in there pretending like she's, doing this and that and that. But we all seen how it all of a sudden, it's like the wind got knocked up out of this case. It was going strong a little bit, as the people was coming in and the witnesses was coming forth and this and that and that and this. But as the time just kept going and going and going and going, it just seemed like it lost wind and that nobody really cared or wasn't really trying to push. And I don't know why Tisa didn't see that. And she might have seen that. But, if she fooled her and she was sitting right there in front of him. Just think of all the rest of the people that she fooled. And I'm wondering now, is all her dirt going to come out? Is all of this woman's dirt going to come out? Because if she did this for Diddy, which is huge that she would even take this type of chance on losing her job or whatever, and siding with Diddy, for her to take this type of chance and doing this and then that and this, first of all, she probably thought she wasn't going to get caught. And she thought that she was doing Diddy a favor. But Diddy don't care about nobody. I told y'all, Jay-Z did the same thing to that female. She dropped the charges and he came for her. This woman allegedly helped Diddy. And Diddy turned around and snaked her. Now she has lost her job. And ain't no telling what's about to go on. She might not only lose her job, but she just might go to jail. She just might go to jail, y'all. That's not even the half of what I'm hearing about this whole situation. So y'all just stay tuned because it's more to come in this Diddy case. And it goes to show you that, when you out here doing wrong, Okay, I told y'all every time, Satan don't love nobody. He will snake you every time. And when I tell you this is snake season, instead of him just letting everything fall where it may and stop, now he is talking about suing the feds, y'all. He wants to sue the feds for a fed helping him. Like, it makes no sense. And how in the world do he think he can sue the feds? If anything, the feds is about to clear their name by, like, doing what they just did, firing her, pushing her away from them. Okay? For the feds to push one of their own away and fire her, she did something major, and they got proof she did it. And if that's the case, who else gonna get in trouble? Did one of the defense team come to her? It's so much stuff that this judge has to deal with right now that it don't make no sense. So much stuff is in this judge's hand. These other people's lives is in this judge's hands, y'all. We don't know what is going to happen at this point. Everybody is stuck. But I'm going to let y'all know I still got my ears to the streets. And I am going to jump back on here and let y'all know anytime I hear anything else. But word on the street is, y'all, and this a whole mess. And this is snakes right here. Okay? We said this the year 2025 was the year of the snake, didn't we, y'all? You mess with snakes. What they say when you mess with dogs, you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. You mess with snakes and you end up getting snaked. It ain't the time to be out here, being in this darkness and being, being around people that's out here doing dirt and they thinking they getting away with it and you want to join in on it. Okay, y'all? It ain't working out for a lot of people. It's not. So y'all, only thing I tell y'all is stay tuned. This is crazy on so many levels. And it is what it is. We got people all over this world that is dirty. We got dirty cops. We got dirty feds. We got dirty this, dirty that. And sometimes you got to air them out. And this is one that allegedly needed to be aired out. And helping Diddy helped air her out too, didn't it, y'all? Allegedly. If this is true, what is going around. If this is true, what's going around. She helped him and he turned around and snaked her. And that's good for her if that's what happened. Because this is crazy on so many levels, y'all. But like I said, stay tuned, y'all. And I ain't playing if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I get some news. I am going to jump up and let y'all know what's going on. Because I'm telling y'all, that word on the street, everybody else was puzzled of what's going on. But I told y'all, I've been hearing things from days ago. What was going on with this situation, and it's not good. A lot of people is getting ready to celebrate, thinking that Diddy is about to walk up out of there. Word on the street, Diddy is not about to just walk up out of there. That this verdict might be overturned. And Diddy might just be out of even more money. Just think if he got to go through another whole case, y'all. Another whole trial. He already lost how much? He already lost $500 million. Word on the street. With this trial. Just think if he go over this trial again. He only worth 90 now. Word on the street. Well, not 5.
Word on the street.
They say he lost about $810 million with this whole situation that just took place. $810 million he lost. Because they say he's worth 90 million right now, y'all.
Word on the street.
If this cost him all of that, what? He ain't got enough money to go through another trial. He's gonna be broke to broke. Okay, y'all? Everybody running around, oh, Diddy beat the feds. Diddy did this. The feds is firing the feds right now, y'all. And she was the lead prosecutor. Okay, y'all?
Word on the street.
So something is a brewing. And it's serious business. And it's not good for Diddy either. Diddy might just be doing his trial over. This is what I'm hearing. That this trial allegedly is going to be overturned, y'all. This is what I'm saying, hearing. Okay? This is what I'm hearing. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this whole situation. How do you feel about this woman? How do you feel about the fact that she got fired and they ain't even releasing why? But the rumor's been out there that one of the prosecutors got, Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This was crazy on so many. Who would mess that good job up for P. Diddy, y'all?
Man, you are assuming that she straight up, this is true. I think that she got fired for something completely different than the case, or they really think that she did not bring up some of the right charges for the RICO thing. I don't think she flipped. I think these prosecutors for the FBI and these lawyers, they lawyers. How much money they make? They don't need, oh my God, there's no way in the world, man. I refuse to believe that. I just got a gut feeling that this lady, I'm still looking for some information. Nobody knows. Everybody's just guessing. So I guess she, Miss Lowdown has to guess and everything. Drug abuse, mass, Diddy, male accusers, let me see what she got some real legitimate
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry.
Check this out, y'all.
That really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs.
He was drugged. He was paralyzed. And when he opened his eyes, Sean Combs was standing over him. You still think this man's innocent? Think again. The mask is off. The man once called John Doe is stepping forward. And now we know his name is Donsha Tucker.
Whoa.
The floodgates just opened. And this time, it's personal. What was once whispered in sealed courtrooms is now a public firestorm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Donsha Tucker, a former employee in Diddy's own circle, just shattered the silence by filing a 19-page amended lawsuit accusing the music mogul of drugging and sexually assaulting him at a party in 2021. The complaint was originally filed anonymously under the name John Doe. But now, anonymity is gone. The world knows his name. And if the allegations are true, Diddy's world is about to come crashing down.
After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend...
That's what I'm talking about. Facts. Give me facts, baby.
...to bring civil claims in civil court
only
against
facts.
Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
Let's trace the origins of this legal firestorm that is about to set Hollywood and the hip-hop music industry ablaze once again. It began quietly. I would say far too quietly for what the complaint actually alleged. On October 14th of 2024, a lawsuit was filed in the Southern District of New York. The plaintiff, known only then as John Doe. The defendant, Sean Diddy Combs. The filing was barely a whisper in the wind, just another civil lawsuit tucked away under sealed pseudonyms. But this wasn't your average NDA dispute or some artist contract squabble. This was an accusation that shook the very foundation of Diddy's already scandal-ridden reputation. The unnamed man, who we now know as Donsha Tucker, claimed that he was sexually assaulted by Combs in 2021. Not harassed, not coerced, but drugged and then violated. But the world didn't hear his voice because for nearly 9 months, it was buried under the label John Doe. That all changed on July 8th when U.S. District Judge J. Paul Oken issued an order that shattered the veil of anonymity. Following a closely watched trial in another matter where Diddy was found not guilty on 3 counts and guilty on 2, Judge Oken gave Tucker an ultimatum. Reveal your real name in this lawsuit or your case is dismissed. That moment, that judicial demand for transparency forced Tucker to decide, stay hidden or step into the spotlight. And 1 week later, on July 15th, he chose the light. He filed an amended complaint, dropped the John Doe mask, and told the world his truth. So what exactly is Tucker accusing Combs of? Strap in, because this isn't just another tabloid headline. This is a horrific account of power, predatory behavior, and silence. According to the lawsuit, Donsha Tucker was working with Royal Reigns Management, a company allegedly affiliated with Combs or operating in his sphere of influence, when he was invited to a private event in 2021. This was no casual gathering. This was an exclusive party hosted or attended by Combs, where the elite and the expendable collided behind closed doors. Tucker claims he was given a drink, one he believes was spiked, with a drug that rendered him weak, helpless, and disoriented. He says his body began to shut down. He felt his consciousness fading from him. He couldn't move, couldn't resist, couldn't even speak. And in that vulnerable, violated state, he opened his eyes and saw Combs, Diddy, standing over him. Let that image haunt you. A man rendered powerless by an unknown substance, awakening in terror by one of the most powerful figures in music, looms above him. That's not a misunderstanding. That's not miscommunication. That's a nightmare, and it's straight out of Tucker's 19-page lawsuit. He doesn't mince words. He claims he was sexually assaulted and left with deep emotional and psychological trauma. And this wasn't years ago, folks. It was recent, 2021, meaning Diddy was dancing on yachts and smiling in interviews while the reality of what was going on, was hidden behind the scenes. Who else knew? Who helped cover it up? This is where things get disturbingly familiar. How many times are we going to hear the same story? Powerful man, private party, drugs, and sexual assault, before we start asking bigger questions. Who was at the party with Tucker? Who saw him being drugged? Who else has been in that room before? We've heard stories about mysterious parties tied to Diddy before, celebrity hangouts where people enter whole and leave completely broken. This new allegation only amplifies the whispers that have followed him for decades. Was Royal Reigns Management just another shell company used to launder power and exploit the powerless? Was Tucker just one victim in a long line of others? And why did it take a court order for this complaint to go public? Why did it take a Judge Oken, stepping in for this story to reach the people? Because make no mistake, this wasn't a media scoop. The media didn't find this. Inner City Press, a small but powerful court-watching outlet that routinely covers SDNY cases, was the first to report the update. Not CNN, not NBC, not Rolling Stone. Why is that only an independent watchdogs are holding Diddy's feet to the fire while legacy outlets play dumb and pretend he's a reformed mogul now? Now here's where it gets damning. As of July 17th, there has been no official response from Diddy or his legal team. No press conference, no press release, not even a tweet. For a man who once bragged about his billions, about his invincibility, about his ability to beat the system, he's been stone cold silent in the face of these new allegations. Why? Is his team in chaos? Is he buying time behind the scenes? Is he preparing another settlement offer to quietly make this case go away? Or is he hoping that the world will forget once again? Remember, Diddy's track record is stained. From Cassie Ventura's explosive lawsuit to the federal raids on his homes to the dozens of former employees and insiders accusing him of hosting drug-fueled, sexually charged parties. This isn't a new narrative that we're hearing. It's a familiar one that echoes in nearly all the lawsuits we've seen against him. It's a pattern, and Tucker's story, it fits right in, and that's what should terrify us. Let's not forget the strategic timing of this filing. The judge didn't pull that real name order out of thin air. It came right after the conclusion of Diddy's RICO case, okay? The one against Diddy that we've seen, one where he was found guilty on 2 counts only. The public was livid. The victims were devastated. Justice felt delayed, diluted, and denied. And that's when Judge Oken stepped in, demanding clarity in this case, demanding exposure. Coincidence? Or calculated move by a judiciary growing impatient with celebrity protection? And let's ask this. What happens now that the complaint is public? Will more victims come forward? Will the feds open a criminal case? Will the civil lawsuits become the launching pad for a new criminal indictment? We've seen this before. Weinstein, Epstein, R. Kelly. It always starts with one brave voice, then 2, then 10. Are we watching the next chapter in Diddy's downfall unfold before our very own eyes? This lawsuit isn't just a court filing. It's a warning shot, a crack in the armor of a man who has long weaponized his wealth, his fame, and his influence to avoid consequences. Donsha Tucker didn't just risk his reputation. He risked his safety. He stood up to one of the most powerful men in entertainment and said, "You don't get to erase me." But the real question is this: will the system finally stand with the victim? Or will once again we watch as another predator buys silence with settlements, spins the media, and slips away untouched? We are watching history repeat itself in real time, and the outcome will tell us whether justice in America is still for sale. Donja Tucker isn't hiding anymore. His story is out. His name is on record, and Sean Combs has one less shield to hide behind. From anonymous court filings to public outcry, the tide is turning. The question now is simple. Will the world listen, or will power once again bury truth? Don't scroll past this, because what's happening to Diddy next might finally be the reckoning he's run from for decades.
You go, girl. Hey, she put y'all better. I hope y'all stay to the end for this one, boy. That's a you go, girl. Hey, that's Marlene King, man. She putting it down like Freddie Brown. Shoot, forget that. Thumbs up for that one, baby. She is thumbs up. Boom, thumbs up for that one. Hey, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. That was I'm glad I needed that. Miss Lowdown she was talking about, and she just assuming and thinking that that's what everybody, that ain't, we need some better information, man. Now what's going on the street. And Miss King is over here straight with the paperwork, baby. She came straight with what the court is saying. And she came straight with now he was a John Doe, but the court said he got to reveal his name, so we got the full name and everything. Hey, y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.